Hi, my name is Caitlin Murdoch. I am the manager of sterile processing here at St. Bernard's. We're super excited to have gotten chosen for the Spotlight video of the week. And what sterile processing does is we process instruments from clamps to retractors to implants. We clean and assemble and sterilize those instruments and get them ready for the surgical day. We also do that for departments within St. Bernard's as well as our outreach clinics. On average, last quarter, we sterilized 125,000 instruments within our system. The way that we do that is we look at an IFU. This is a document from the manufacturer. Every piece of instrumentation has one, and we have to follow that to an absolute T. A couple of the other large responsibilities that we have is being able to assemble trays correctly in accordance to what our surgeon needs for that specific case. We have a tray tracking system now called Sonar. That is software that helps us implement and educate the correct way to assemble most things. We also have to pull cases for each surgical patient. That is a huge responsibility in doing that correctly as well. We are always educating and looking to improve that process. We are also responsible for an emergency response time. So our department's goal is 5 minutes or less for any urgent or emergent case to get all of the contents of what that surgeon may need up to the OR for our patients. Currently our average is 3 minutes, so I'm super proud of that. We also heavily support the OR during surgical scheduled days, and we field upwards of 30 phone calls a day in order to support them and get them what they need with a patient on the table. We also process various scopes in our HLD or our high-level disinfection section of our department. We also work hand in hand with infection prevention. We monitor our biological indicator documents, and we also monitor our immediate use steam sterilization documents with infection prevention, and we just keep each other in check and make sure that we're preventing any type of infection for our patient, as well as making a good patient outcome. My absolute favorite thing about my team is the camaraderie that they have in supporting one another and the ability to have the best integrity that we can have for our patients. Here at St. Bernard's, we want to give the best quality care that we can to provide Christ-like healing.
Hi, my name is Carrie Fife. I work in sterile processing. I've been here 12 years, and I am certified CRCST, and I've got to say I really enjoy my job. Like I said, I've been there 12 years. I did a factory work for 23 years before that, and I wouldn't change a thing now, except I wish I would have done this sooner. Our focus is on our best quality and assurance that we can give our patients and the best care that we can give them. We have a tremendous amount of teamwork within our department, and we couldn't do that without them. It starts with us and it ends with us. From the time the instruments come down to decontam, we have to clean them and process them, and then they go through the washers, and then we turn around and we assemble them, and we have to sterilize them. But in that time in between, we also do a lot of testing. So we have to make sure that the instruments are working perfectly. We do nightly tests or daily tests, and we also do a biological test on every sterilizer that we use. We have high volumes in our department for processing items, and a lot of times we have to turn over items. As SPD coordinator, my job is to coordinate with the OR, and my main thing is to make sure that we have what we need for the daily basis for each surgery that is on the schedule. So that's one of the main goals, is for us to do all of our testing that we do to make sure that we keep our patients as safe as we can. And then that also includes our staff in the OR and our doctors and our team members.